This green guy here is an entity called an info player start. You can see the name of it down here. Wherever you place him, that is where you're going to start when you run the map in-game. You need to have one of these or else the map will create one for you, and then you're taking your life into your own hands. So they're important to have. Let's look around some more. You might be wondering what this black bar is in the background. It's not an ominous monolith like in the movie 2001. It just means that this area is so far back that it's not being rendered. If we move forward, you can see how it disappears. Now this blue stuff here might look like the sky, and really it is the sky in a way. It's called a skybox. When you click on it, you can see the different faces of it and realize it's just a giant cube. In fact, let's move forward a bunch so you can see a close-up of this. Zobjects. Wait. Skybox! This is a texture you can add, and what it means is that in the game, whenever you look at this, you'll see the sky, which is in our case a field of stars. Okay, let's come back. Here you can see the asteroid like in the opening video. Let's cover another entity. This one looks good. This is a light environment. We're not really going to mess with this, but if you double click on it, you can see its different values, like brightness, ambient light, etc. What this does is that for any scene that takes place outdoors, like this one, this determines how much and what kind of light will cover everything. A normal film director would call this the sun. Now as a director, you do have to pay attention to lighting, but that can get so complicated, it's better left to a mapping tutorial. We're just trying to get you started. Alright, let's see what else we can cover. How about this? Do you see these blocks here? When you select one, it just says solid with 6 faces. All it is just a block. It's what makes up your map for the most part. Now map people call these brushes. I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. Moving along, let's look at some more entities. This here is called a shadow control. This controls all the real-time shadows you see in the game. Your characters and some objects use these. If you click on it, it just says what direction the shadows are coming from, how long they are, what color, etc. Again, more stuff to learn in a mapping tutorial. This here is the fog control, which controls the fog as you probably guessed. We don't even have any fog in Galaxy Gulp, but I threw it in here because sometimes I've seen strange things occur when you don't have it, like the real-time shadows won't always show up. As long as you set the values farther than what you can see, it's like it's not even there. Okay, let's cover another tool. Go ahead and click on the camera icon here. We used this earlier. This is a lot like the select tool, except it's only used to look around. If you hold down the left mouse button, you can look at things from any angle. It's useful if you want to get a really close-up view in the editor. Like, pretend there was a tiny bug crawling around on this windowsill here. This would be a good way to see it. I use this every now and then, but for the most part it's more useful to stay with the selection tool. And that pretty much covers what you're seeing so far. We'll learn more as we go, but for now let's go ahead and see what this map looks like in the game.